Hi everyone, Victor is here. What is the difference between waterproof and water-soluble ink? The answer is obvious, but most people prefer to draw with waterproof ink. And water-soluble ink is somehow underrated. When I bought my first LAMY Safari fountain pen, I also bought these ink cartridges. They are not mentioned if they are waterproof or water-soluble, but I noticed that they are water-soluble. I intended to use this pen for waterproof ink, so I purchased additionally this piston refiller, and for the ink I used this Noodlers waterproof ink. Most of the inks I found in local stationery and art stores are water-soluble. In order to find this Noodlers ink, I ordered it via Amazon. But later, after using quite a long time this fountain pen with waterproof ink, I found by accident that using the ink from the cartridges of LAMY Safari, I liked the effect of interaction between ink and water, because I used watercolor after the line drawing, so it was practically line and wash technique. I used waterproof ink mostly for such kind of drawings, ink and wash, or ink and watercolor. Firstly I applied ink, then watercolor washes. So for neat and clean edges, waterproof ink is recommended. But other times I used water-soluble ink just to experiment, and the ink merged with watercolor, resulting these grays. When I sketched this, it was an overcast day, so these muted colors, I think, are nice for this occasion. In this one I compared water-soluble and waterproof ink. This one is water-soluble and this is waterproof. As you can see, the lines here are fuzzy and a little bit smudged, but combined with waterproof ink, this can give an interesting effect. Let's do another test with both types of inks, waterproof and water-soluble ink. Drawing on this hot-pressed watercolor paper. This is most suitable for ink and wash technique, because on this hot-pressed paper the fountain pen glides very easily. For this time let's apply just clean water without watercolor, to not be influenced by the color and to see what actually happens when we add water. Before applying either water or watercolor, you need to wait until the ink completely dries. Even waterproof ink, if it's not completely dried, it can interact with water. Different types of inks have different times of being dried, so you need to test with try and error and to see which time is enough for the ink to dry. I'm applying clean water with this water brush, though it not be very clean because I used it to paint and I don't clean them so thoroughly. So this grayish
tone might be from the not so clean brush. As you can see beneath, the lines stay crisp and clean. On the other hand, when water soluble, as was expected, the water washes the line of water soluble ink. Though this effect might be interesting, and you can add shadows on line drawing like this, and not apply watercolor at all, just to have this shadow effect. This technique might be combined with waterproof drawing. Let's draw with water-soluble ink on a wet surface. The line gets fuzzy, but it's interesting, so this technique also might be used. So if you want a clean and neat sketch, go with waterproof ink. But if a loose and fuzzy sketch doesn't bother you, you can choose water soluble, or you can combine them. Thank you for watching. Bye!